everyone, welcome to the QuesterMage and welcome back to another No Man's Sky video for the Nintendo Switch. In today's video, I want to return to a topic that I spoke about, a while ago. It was patch 4.2.2 where I first spoke about mouse and keyboard support for the Nintendo Switch. And currently, we're on patch 4.4.4, so I thought it would be a good idea to try again with a mouse and keyboard to see if it now works with the new update. So please sit back, relax, click like, subscribe, and hopefully enjoy. Here we go. This is a feature that I really want in No Man's Sky, and I explained that in the last video I made about this. Not everyone has access to a computer, and there are a lot of people that have a Nintendo Switch as a primary console. And if you have the Nintendo Switch as your main console and you like No Man's Sky, I would be thinking you might want to play that with a mouse and keyboard. Now, I do have No Man's Sky on the computer. I like the game a lot. I've spoken about that several times, but I also like the idea of playing with a mouse and keyboard on my Nintendo Switch. Let's see if this has been updated. Okay, so here we are. This is patch 4.4.4. Let's just jump over here. Right, and let's look around. Where am I going to stop? Right. Okay, I'm going to stop right here by this rock. And I'm going to aim right here at this resource. And using the Joy-Con, obviously this all works. As we can see, I'm using the multi-tool pretty fine. Looking around. There are some animals over there. Okay, let's just get the rest of this resource. And there are no problems whatsoever in using the gyro controls on Nintendo Switch. I really like gyro controls, I've also mentioned that before, but I still think there would be some benefit to having keyboard and mouse support in this game. I don't know if you all agree, but that's not saying that the gyro is bad. The gyro is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. But in the use case that someone wants to use mouse and keyboard, I think it would be interesting to actually have this as an option. Okay, let's jump into the inventory. In the inventory, as you can see here, I'm moving things absolutely fine with the Joy-Con controls, as we all do. Well, at least as some of us do, because some people don't use gyro. I don't know why. But again, each to their own. I love gyro. I think it works really, really well. But as you can see here, I can move the cursor to the left, to the right as much as I want. There is no limitation at all on using the pointer with gyro controls. Now, if I just jump to the options menu and go into the camera settings, I am now showing you what settings that I use whilst doing these tests. You can see the field of view is 75 for both on foot and in flight. And here in the control section, you can see it says Joy-Con, and I'll go into the view controls. We can see that here, all the button mapping is present. And if I just jump back out of this menu, go into the motion sensor settings, and I will show you what settings I use predominantly in No Man's Sky for the Nintendo Switch with gyro controls toggle to on. Now that I've got all that information out of the way, let's do the same exercise but now with mouse and keyboard. Okay, so here I am again on the same planet, but this time I have attached to the Nintendo Switch dock. It's a mouse and a keyboard all connected to one dongle into the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so can I gather that resource in front? Indeed I can. Right, so that still seems similar. We can see the UI's already changed. We see the Switch Alt up in the top right hand side has changed to the middle mouse button, and the Switch has changed to a G button. That's really good. I'm just testing a few buttons here, see what works. Right, okay, the cloaking device works pretty well. I still can't move the camera, which was the same problem from before. This is still really weird. I don't understand why this is an issue. Why can't this be changed? Why can't we aim with the mouse? It's just really weird. So I'm going to try and move around a little bit more, see if I can get this to work. No, just doesn't seem to be having it. No. Backwards, forwards, that works. Left, right, that works. Nothing else works. Right, we cannot look around with the mouse once again, which is a shame. Left button works, moving around works, jumping works as we're seeing here, but nothing else. Jumping works with the right mouse button, by the way. Okay, here we are with a scanner. Does it work with a scanner? No. Okay, we can zoom in. That's it. Right, so no moving whatsoever in any form of aiming with the mouse. Now, in the inventory, do we still have those invisible walls stopping us from navigating the menus? Yes, we do. Well, unfortunately, that is also still a problem. As you can see, I can't move the cursor any more to the left than what you're seeing. Let's go into the exosuit and see if that's the same. Yes, unfortunately, I can't move any more left. Oh, and I can't move above where I am now either. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I did just move. That's a little bit weird. Right, so we still have the same issues with the inventory. It looks like nothing has really changed. So I am going to go into the options just to show you what options I am using. Can't even get to the options. Right, let me just use the Joy-Con. Okay, right, clicked in there. Now let's change back to the mouse. As you can see, using exactly the same setup as I was for the Joy-Con controllers. But what I do like to do is I like to go into the controls menu and change a few things to see if that works. As you can see here, again, similar options to what I was using before. Let's go into the controls themselves. Button mapping, still missing, understandable. They're not going to show mouse and keyboard controls here for No Man's Sky on Switch. Now let's just scroll down and, right, yep, everything's still the same as I can see here. Yep, everything's still the same. Nothing's been changed. So, as I was saying, there are a few things that I like to change to make sure this does or does not work. First, active modes on foot. Change that to always, as I've done there. And does this work? No. Still the same, unfortunately. Right. No aiming controls. Let's go back into those controls. Motion sensor settings. And let's go down to here where it says rotation space. Again, I'll take some pictures here so you can see this. And change that to local rotation. And you also have the same function for handheld if you wish. But I'm going to leave that as it is, as player rotation, but local rotation for the top. Let's see if that changes anything. I don't know if it does, but let's see. I always try the same things. I can actually click apply this time. I couldn't do that in the last video. Right, let's see. And no, unfortunately, that's that then. I've tried it with version 4.2.2. And the conclusion of that video was the keyboard works, the mouse works, but there's no way to move the camera around the player. And unfortunately, in version 4.4.4, we still have the same issue. The keyboard works, the mouse works, but I can't look around with the character. That is unfortunate. What a shame. Hopefully, in the future, Hello Games will add this functionality to the Nintendo Switch. I think it would be a really, really nice thing for them to do. They have more things to do, we all understand that. They have bigger issues to fix, like the freighter issues and crashes. Once again, I'd like to mention that. Please fix that, Hello Games. It really needs to be fixed. But if you can, if you have a spare minute, how about unlocking the functionality to the mouse so that we can look around with the player? I just think more options is a good thing. For some players, the mouse and keyboard setup is their preferred method, so it would be nice for Hello Games to add this functionality at some point in the future. Now, we'll be revisiting this every so often. Again, like I said, it was version 4.2.2, now it's version 4.4.4. But all of you watching and listening to this video, please let me know if you like this sort of content, and I will continue to do this in the future. I have got another video lined up for mouse and keyboard support for another game on Nintendo Switch, so please, hopefully look forward to that. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much again for watching. If you like what I do here, please click that like button down below. It really helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to see more, please click that subscribe button, as that is the only way this channel can grow. Now, I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, thanks again.